Good morning, this is Jennifer from Paper This and That. I am going to try to do a little bit of a video. If I could get this camera to stop shaking and moving. Still haven't come up with a perfect solution yet, but I am going to try this, just see. I'm not going to do a real in-depth video today, but I got a nice surprise in the mail yesterday. It was from the Cuttlebug RAK. It's from one of the Facebook groups that I'm on. And it says here that you've been RAKED raked. And it's from an anonymous sender. I'm not sure who you are, but thank you very much. These panels that you sent are so pretty. And it says, not seeking praise, not looking for thanks, just wanted to share a few of my blanks. How cute. There's this, I'm not sure what kind of paper this is. This doesn't feel like your typical cardstock. It's not vellum, but it's lighter weight. It seems like it has some kind of texture to it. But this is one of the panels. This is another panel. Has little dots on it. I like this one. Look how pretty. I hope you could see this. Another one, this one in gold. It's almost like a cloth paper. I hope you can see this, how pretty this one is. Now this seems like it's just regular cardstock. And here's another one. And this is really difficult. I can't tell how much in frame I am. Here's a daisy. I already have a plan for this. I'm going to use this on a birthday card, I think. And some pumpkins. How cute is that? So, I'm going to have to pass this on and pass this tag on as raked. And send it to somebody. I guess I will decide by this weekend who the recipient is going to be of my stuff. I may cut out some, I don't know, maybe some cricket cuts or something like that. I haven't really decided. You'll have to excuse me, I've been suffering from a cold. But this is what I wanted to share with you. This is going to be my next project. It is the Cut Above Thank You Card Kit. Part number Z2063. It comes with everything you need, with the exception you do need your own ink. And you need some kind of stamp set. And, of course, acrylic blocks. I haven't opened this yet. But, let's see if we can get this puppy open. I don't have a lot of time this morning because I do have to go to work. I'm going to show you what's in this kit. It is enough to make 10 cards. Okay. They give you some twine. These are This is a dozen dimensionals. And all the different parts of this card, like everything you need to put these cards together. And this kit is only 10 bucks. Well, it's like $9.95 or something like that. 10 bucks. And you don't have to use the sentiments that they use. You can use whatever stamp set you want to use. But you get your 10 card blanks. And this is some heavy-duty cardstock, too. It's not lightweight. And then you get 10 matching envelopes. I think what would be cool is do a combination of maybe some birthday and some thank you. This was a class I was doing for realtors also, because the supply list is not extensive. Oh, and you also need glue, adhesive. But sometimes I take it for granted that people know that. But I will mention it anyhow. And then it comes with assembly instructions here. And we will be going through this. The sentiments actually stamped on the black. So you're going to need some kind of white ink. I'm going to be using Colonial White from Close to My Heart. It is Z2168. And the stamp set that I'm going to be using is You Mean the World to Me. Excuse me. This is the stamp set right here. And there's a happy birthday, and thank you so much. It's your day. I might mix them up and do a couple thank yous and a couple birthdays. This is a great kit for mass producing. You need a bunch of cards. Like I said, if you run a business, like, this is perfect for real estate agents. Any other kind of sales agencies, like insurance sales even, doctor's offices could possibly do these for sending out birthday cards. You're some kind of salesman, you want to send appreciation to your customers, this is great. And the size block that's going to be used, I think, this is a 3x3. And I think that I don't need that big of a block. This one will probably work. But what I would do is I would stamp all my sentiments first, because they actually have to dry. The white pigment ink does seem to take longer to dry for some reason. Okay. And this is a brand new stamp set that never used. This is a Joy Tracy trick that I see her do, and you see me do in other videos, is condition the stamp. And then it comes with, you've got this little cushiony thingy with each stamp set. Makes stamping easier. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp a couple of these with a thank you This thanks so much sentiment. Like I said, I'm using Colonial white. I think the white daisy is going to be too bright. And I want to stamp these first before they go down on the card, because if you make a mistake and you don't like your impression, you can always go back and re-stamp it on the back side. And gotta really press down to get a good impression on white ink. So there's one of them. So what I would do is, when I get my kit, I would just go ahead and do all my stamping. Because while you assemble the rest of it, your ink could be drying. Here's another issue I found. I need like a different size block probably that I don't have. Joy Tracy brought this out once, that you get ink on the side of your block and then you end up getting it other places that you don't want it. Okay, I've done 3 thanks. I think we're going to do 4 thank you cards. Then I'm going to switch the stamp over to a birthday greeting. I've tried other pigment inks, white pigment inks, and man, I'm liking this one. I like the close to my heart pigment ink. I think it's fantastic. The only thing that I'm missing right now is some scratch paper. But that's okay. I'll clean these stamps in a bit. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just mount up another one. I'm going to go with Happy Birthday to You. Again, I need to condition the stamp. Okay. So we'll do some birthdays. Great way to mass produce. I think I've said that already. I don't even know how much time I've got left before I have to leave for work. I want to get my stamping done. And then maybe later on, when I get home from work, maybe I could come back to it or do some more tomorrow morning. Some more of the video. So that's 1, 2, 3. Four. And then we got 2 more. Okay, Adrian. He's got to go. I'm just going to do 5 and 5. Then I got to cut this video off. And, okay! That's Adrian calling me. Let me get this last stamp on. Okay, that's it for right now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish up our card. Started this yesterday morning, and then I had to go to work. Got busy, couldn't finish it. So, we're going to follow this layout. They say you could embellish it and decorate it any way that you like. It says it recommends like a white daisy ink or light colored ink. If you remember yesterday, I did my stamping and I did the actually Colonial white because it's more of a bakeish white, like an off-white. But what I'm going to do today is, and this should not take very long, I'm using my Tim Holtz Distress ink. I'm using Walnut Stain. This is one of the pieces of sponge that came from close to my heart. They give you this, we have these sponge, and I just cut a wedge out. I also have makeup sponges that I started using too for distressing, but I thought I'm going to try this. This doesn't say anything about distressing, but I like the distressed look. And I think I do like the ink things because it seems to give it a more finished look. And I'm hoping I'm in frame. I can't actually see my camera. I still am working on that to come up with a better plan. I still got my little you know, the drink box thing they used to have those like Kool-Aid things or whatever on the go to put in a bottle of water. Still have my phone hanging from that, but I think I'm going to build something with chipboard. Okay, I've got my card base inked. The only other thing I'm going to ink is I'm going to ink this piece. This like banner shaped piece. I think I'm going to need some more walnut stain because I think it's running out. I use this a lot, and my vintage photo is just about done. I like my distress inks. It's something that really don't have much of and close to my heart, but I am probably going to have to take a trip to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, use coupons to get some more of my walnut stain and I need to get some more vintage photo. Okay, now, looking at this, it has this twine wrapped around this piece, which is going to help hide my little boo-boo. Remember yesterday when I was saying about inking and watching, there was some ink on the block along with the stamp. I got a little spot there I tried to wipe off, but the twine will help hide that. I got a bunch of twine, so I have different colors, so if I use too much of this, I don't care. But I just need to make sure. I need to watch Joy Tracy's video again on tying bows, the way she does it. Something with a bunny ear, almost looks like bunny ears. Probably waste a lot less twine and ribbon doing that. But I don't have time to do that this morning. So let's see how well I do this. I got fat fingers. It's an issue that I have. When it comes to tying. I so stink at bows. If somebody can direct me to some good tutorials on tying these things, or something, oh boy, would that help. The bow's kind of awkward. I think what I'm going to do is get a little dot of liquid glass. As soon as I find my liquid glass, I know it's here. And oh, I still got this cold. Still sniffling. I want my bow to kind of stay in place, so it don't look as bad. It's up a little bit high, but that's not too bad. If I trim this end here, trim this side. Okay. But my loops are a little bit big, but I'll have to figure out how to tie a little bit better. I always tremble when I say, oh, you gotta cut a bow. Oh no. Okay, so next thing is I gotta put this part down. I'm gonna use my ATG for this. You can use whatever adhesive you have. You can use wet glue. I tend to go with ATG because it's a little bit stronger than your typical like Scotch tape runner that you get at Walmart. Now I need to line this up. I usually don't measure, but let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 across. So it's 1, That looks pretty well centered. Then we got my little glittery piece here. And don't do what I do as far as I should have like a scrap piece of paper down, because now I'm going to have glitter all over my mat from this piece. I can already see it shining. And I don't want to get glitter on other projects. There's that. And the last thing that we need to do is we've got our sentiment that goes up here, and it's supposed to be popped up on a pop dot. Let's see, they gave a dozen pop dots, 10 cards. I personally would probably, I like more than one. So that's the only thing I think this kit is lacking, and it needs some more pop dots in it. So you can either put one right smack in the middle, or just make sure you have extra pop dots on hand. Or dimensionals, you know. And there we have it. There's our card. And just imagine, just have them all lined up. I would ink all of them at one time. Then I would go and just do like an assembly line and put everything in place. So I will have the item description. I will have links on my blog. Also, paperthisandthat.blogspot.com, or I keep forgetting, I got my domain, blog.paperthisandthat.com. There we go. And again, I will go ahead and get a link posted. This is item Z2063, and you can pick that up in my store, paperthisandthat.ctmh.com. Well, thank you for watching, and have a good day.